At this time, I'd like to invite Schaper to come.
Pinetree, you always see this guy that looks like Forrest Gump running down the road. No, that's just Eric. Don't worry about it. That's another thing I always remember about Pinetree. It's the sports. I mean, we may not be famous for all our athletic teams, except maybe Edmonton. But, I mean, sports at Pinetree are really a great way to, meet people and stay healthy. And I know that's what PE teachers always say when they're trying to advertise, because, well, they got nothing else. But it's so true, though. You want to hear a funny story? Okay. So it's the end of grade 10, spring is starting, and I finally get convinced to try football. Can you imagine? Those of you on the team back then might remember this, and if not, then I guess that's a good thing. Anyway, needless to say, I was a disaster. Look at me. And I couldn't even get my head in the helmet. You see these? It's not gonna work. Anyway, and I didn't even know the rules of the game, but they throw me there on the field in this exhibition game, and I'm like, you wanna lose? I can do that, I can make that happen. Anyway, so I'm on there. Don't ask me what position I was playing, because I have no idea. And, of course, I'm doing terrible, So I hear from the side, Schaper! This old crumb. Come over here! I come over there. He thinks it's like punishment for benching me. To me, it's salvation. Yes! And he says, Adair, show him how it's done! And then Connor runs on there, and they start winning. 20. You know what was great about that experience, though? Is that, the guys never ridiculed or blamed me for being pretty much useless out there. You got hearty slaps on the back for just being there. High fives when there was no reason to celebrate, and words of encouragement when you felt least deserving. And when you fell, there was always a hand helping you back on your feet. That was the Pinetree football team. That is Pinetree. Whether it was sports, clubs, activities, classes, this was the spirit we encountered. It was a kind of acceptance and encouragement. We strove together and challenged each other to reach our potentials, all while gaining new friends along the way. For instance, have no idea what's going on in Chem 12? No problem. None of us do. Join the club. Let's try tackling it together. I mean, that's what it was. And we've all made friends with at least one or two people here in the audience tonight who will always remember and have impacted us in some way or another. But now, our trails, which have overlapped for these 4 years, are about to branch off into new territory. You know, sometimes on our own, it can be scary. It can be a somber thought, but although I know there's some of you in the audience tonight just thinking, yes, I never have to see any of them ever again! Don't get your hopes up. It's a small world. You know, I got to thinking this week, if December 21st is the end of the world, then what on earth am I studying acid-base buffers for? I mean, I should be out there doing stuff, playing soccer or badminton with my Asian brothers. You know, not sitting inside decoding a textbook. You go through 12, 13 years for what? The world to end on the year of your graduation? That's just fantastic. You know what though? I personally guarantee you that the world is not going to end this December. And quite frankly, if it does, I won't be here for you to correct me. But seriously, sometimes I wonder about, you know, the time we have. This year more than ever, with the passing of a beloved former Pinetree graduate. Oh, you wonder to yourself, am I making the most of this moment right now? Am I doing something worthwhile? Sometimes I think about these things. You know, as Mr. Lin likes to say, am I just sucking oxygen? Or am I living? Look around you. Your friends are around you. Your family is there on the side if they sat where they're supposed to. You see them? Cherish those people. Love them. Care for them. Give them a big hug every once in a while. If nothing else, do it for me. Because, trust me, once they're gone, they're gone. I almost lost my father a couple years back. And put all this in perspective. There are still so many questions to be asked. So many conversations to be had. So many good times to be shared. I would have lost it all. I wasn't ready for that. I hadn't made the most of the time I had with them. Guys, I want us to make the most of every moment. I want us to do something worthwhile with our lives. It's a gift after all. We can't go through life just sucking oxygen. We need to live. And we have so much potential to do stuff. However, this isn't the part where I'm going to give you the speech about we're the leaders of tomorrow, because, quite honestly, we're not ready yet. I mean, we can't change the world when we still know so little about it. We still have so far to grow. I mean, half of us can't even come to school on time. So, are we completely incapable then of doing anything? No, not exactly. You know, just because I said we aren't ready to take charge of the world yet, doesn't mean we're not getting there. I mean, just look at what we achieved this year at Pinetree. Like food banking volunteers in clubs like Key Club and Random Acts of Kindness. It brought aid and light into needy situations. The Model UN Club organized a very successful first annual conference all on its own. Yeah. Where's Yura? And our student leadership groups like the Alpha Wolf, Student and Grad Council, all those councils out there, you know, they made possible numerous events such as the Christmas Talent Show, the Valentine's Day Entertainment, Pinetree Idol, all that good stuff we enjoyed this year. And I was also at Golden, a benefit concert 2 weeks ago in memory of Liu Chen. The student musicians who put it together raised over $1,300 to support the Trust Fund for Meningitis Research and Awareness. All this and more, you have accomplished. My colleagues, you have done something. We have done something worthwhile. We're doing something more than merely sucking oxygen. We're living. And I simply hope we continue this. Now, I'm not saying we all have to be Gandhi, although that would make the ordering a lot easier because we all have the same name. But, you know, as someone once told me, you don't need to make this world a better place. Just don't make it worse. I believe we can easily meet this objective and surpass it. Because that's who we are. That's what we've been taught here at Pinetree, to exceed expectations. We act and get her done. You know, teachers and staff, you have instilled us with this mentality. You didn't only teach us history and math and English and science. You taught us life lessons most of us will use a lot more often than factoring polynomials, to be honest. For example, grads, what's on page 26 and 27 of your agenda books? Yeah! That's right. Mr. McCullough, thank you for reminding us of that at every assembly without fail, and for being the best kind of principal a school can have. Cookies every day, you deprive the cafeteria of income, like the principal tokens, and you ride a motorcycle. I mean, how many principals do that? Teachers and staff of Pinetree, as Farewellian for the graduating class of 2012, I would like to express the sincerest gratitude for the services and guidance you provided us youngsters. We who will one day teach the next generation. And thanks to those of you who worked diligently to make tonight possible. That, and farewell. Lastly, to our dear, dear parents, and those who have supported us from home, thank you for being patient with us know-it-all teenagers. And don't question me, you do know it all. I know it can't be easy being what you are to us. Our greatest cheerleaders, taxi drivers, counselors, personal chefs, laundry doers, and after-grad organizers. I mean, you guys do it all. And we'd like to thank you for everything you've sacrificed for our success. In return, please accept our heartfelt gratitude and a fresh pack of tissues. Now, for the part your poor numb bottoms have probably been craving. My fellow classmates, please stand with me. Your Farewellian. You know, we're not all badminton masters, and we don't all know the derivative of x squared off by heart, which is 2x, by the way. We don't all understand what an acid base buffer is, or why our cafeteria shop is so small. What we do know, though, is where to find integrity in the agenda book. We can solve equations without getting cancelitis. We can proudly sew the Timberwolf on our backpacks and say to our friends, yeah, I went to Pinetree.